I'm Jeff Schwartz, and this is the May 2021 update. We'll get right into it this month. This is that Dodge Coronet that we've been working on. It's got the modern Hemi in there, and we've been working feverishly on various things, mounting fuse box and coolant overflow and computer and seats and so forth. So this is right on track and we're making progress. This Mustang, we've got the chassis fully installed now, and we're awaiting drivetrain, engine and transmission. Check out next month's video to see what a monster we're putting in this car. This 67 Chevelle Convertible has been waiting months to get into the shop. We have a nice rust-free stock replacement frame going into here. This one's had some hodgepodge repairs over the years, and it's got pieces of angle iron welded on the chassis and so forth. So it's probably a little on the weak side, so we got a nice chassis, all powder coated, and it's going to be going into this thing this month. We continue to work on this Chevy pickup. We've been working on routing wiring and mounting components and figuring out what parts are missing that we need to order. You haven't seen this Trans Am in a couple of months. We did get the higher volume fuel pump in there, and we were running out of fuel on the dyno previously, so we've got to get it back on the dyno, and it's waiting for a spot at the interior shop across the street. So the 47 Hudson is there. As soon as that's done, this one's going in. I still haven't had a chance to watch the dirt off of this 73 Corvette that we drug out of a barn last month. We do have the wheels and tires that are going to be running on here, BFG Rivals and American Racing Torque Thrust. We've got the ride height set, kind of mocked up, if you will, at the ride height that it's going to run at, and then we're going to flare the fenders accordingly. So stay tuned for more updates on this project. This is the month of new project arrivals. This Monte Carlo is getting a Schwartz G-Machine chassis and an LT5 engine from a ZR1 Vette. Not from a ZR1 Vette, but the actual crate engine from General Motors. 755 horsepower. This is going to be a lot of fun. Another new arrival, a 1979 L82 Corvette. These cars were kind of unique because 79 was the only year that you could get the pace car spoilers as an option. This one didn't have it, unfortunately, but we'll probably be adding that during the restoration process, along with a 4-speed transmission. So L82 4-speed, 79 Vette, dark blue, should be a pretty neat car. Well, this Mercedes 450 SLC is coming along nicely. We finally finished all the fabrication of the firewall and the cowl area, and the floors are completely done. We've got the steering column mounted in there, as well as the throttle pedal. So pretty excited about this one, and now we can continue our build, and we're pretty much done with the fabrication, other than the inner wheel wells in the front still have to be fabricated. But nice project, and I can't wait to see this one ripping around the track. This LT4 powered Mustang, we're working on installing the one-piece glass. A word of caution, if you want to do the one-piece glass and get rid of the vent windows, it's a big job. This LS3 powered Chevy 2 Nova is coming along nicely. We've got most everything mounted underneath there. It looks like we still need to do coolant pipes, air intake tube, and we're waiting for the vintage air conditioning unit, which I'm told is going to be here in a few days. So progress continues on this one, and should be ready for paint and body real soon. We're fabbing the air intake and the reservoir for the supercharger cooling system on this 54 Studebaker. So we've got most of the sheet metal mocked up on this Chevy 2 Nova. This was the one that we had the roof and the rear quarters and everything off last month. So all that stuff's been mock-up fitted right now, and we're in the process of welding those pieces back together. So should have all the metal work done in a couple of weeks here. We've got the shifter and the steering column mounted in this 78 Trans Am, and we're waiting for more parts to arrive. So while we're waiting for this Cougar to go to the upholstery shop, they've been doing stuff while they're waiting. So the seats have been completed and they look fabulous. The Mercury Cougar head is embroidered into the top of the seat back, and it's a slightly newer logo, but the original logo on here was like a stretched out Cougar, and it didn't really look right in embroidery. So we've decided to go with the Cougar head, which is a really cool styling thing from the history of Mercury Cougars. This Hellcat powered Monte Carlo, we've got the suspension roughly adjusted and we've got the giant wheels on here. We're in the process of mounting air conditioning components right now. We've been test driving and adjusting things on this 74 Nova, and the customer will be driving it real soon. The customer for this 79 Hurst Olds came out this week from New Jersey and did a test ride in it. He was grinning ear to ear while simultaneously burning some rubber. It's just about ready to go and probably will go out next week. We had to take the door off this 69 Mustang to do some final adjustments to it, and we're bolting in interior components right now. We're routing AC hoses and wiring and working on the electrical system on this Chevy 2 Nova. That's all we have for this month. Be sure and hit that subscribe button and tell us what you like about our videos. Stay tuned for more next month.